Face to the screen again, fellow slaves. Pardon the road noise and pardon the blindfold. I'm not going to shoot any video for this one. It's just going to be me talking. So if you're not into that, then I guess you're free to leave. So I was wanting to talk about the fact that I've gone about almost 3 weeks. It'll be 3 weeks in a couple hours that I haven't been using much profanity in my speech. In everyday conversation. Like if something, like if a joke really needs one of those words that you know what words I'm talking about. If the joke really needs those words, I'll use them, okay? But I try to use it in more of a positive way. So it turns out that I've been having, not that I really had a lot of negative thoughts before, but I think it's just like giving me a little bit of a bounce. It's almost like when the glaciers melted and like the earth rebounded and like some of that land is rising because it had all that weight of all those glaciers on it before. So just I almost feel like I kind of lifted a glacier off myself by doing something pretty simple, you know. It's not like trying to quit smoking or whatever. People suffer from a lot of different afflictions and addictions. So it's more of a, makes me also engage my vocabulary a lot more. You know, there's times where I could just say that effing piece of crap, you know, fucking piece of shit over there. I could do that, but at the same time, if I have to think of other words, or like even if I was just thinking, like if I walk into a customer's yard, I install windows and doors, and like they have dogs in their backyard, I have to walk in their backyard to install the windows. Oh, I just stepped in some dog shit. I could say dog turds. Nobody says dog turds. Oh, I just stepped in a pile of dog turds. You know, it would be funnier, especially if you say it in the right voice. Oh my god, I just stepped in a pile of dog turds. You know, I don't know what kind of voice that was even supposed to be. I just felt like doing it. Anyway, I think you get the point. Sometimes just coming up with different ways of saying things actually makes them funnier than just using crutch words. I call them crutch words. You know, they call it strong language on TV. Oh, beware, this content has strong language. Well, is it really always strong? You know, it kind of depends on the emotion behind it, I guess. Like if somebody's really angry, you know, I mean, I've let a couple fly lately. Something happened at work the other day. I don't want to really divulge upon this crappy video. Not even video, it's just audio. But, you know, I let a few words fly about, you know, the happening. And anyway, it didn't really make me feel any better. I was kind of like, oh man, I kind of broke my, I mean, I don't care. I'll work in a word here and there. But I've greatly reduced the amount of swearing in my vocabulary, so I think it just engages my brain a little bit. Like, it's just a fun challenge. I'm having fun with it. Like, I've found, like I said about the dog turds instead of dog shit thing, I just think it sounds funnier because nobody says it like that, or we just leave a lot of words behind in place of these crutch words. So I guess I don't want to go on about it too long. I probably have a couple other things to say, so maybe I'll just pause the video or just say goodnight. So it's not good night. I was just thinking that I know I used those words a minute ago in the video here, or not video, and I think mature people should be able to discuss them. I'm only using them for the sake of discussion here. So even if a kid stumbles across this video later on YouTube or whatever, and like their parents don't like it, I would ask them why they haven't had real conversations about these words with their own kids. You know, I mean, yeah, when you start growing up, you want to start using bad words. It makes you seem cool. Like smoking cigarettes makes you look cool too, kid, you know, but see, where does it get you? It just costs too much these days, for one thing. Cigarettes are ridiculous, man. And they just add taxes to them and say, oh, it's just for medical purposes. Like we use those to cover other costs that are incurred by people that smoke. I've known people that smoke tons of, like 2 packs a day, and they never miss a day of work. I mean, it's all in the eye of the beholder. Like those taxes that those people are paying, they're not receiving any benefit from that money. But I guess I'm on a total digression here. I was talking about swearing, and it just seems like at first when I stopped swearing at work, the other guys were a little bit, I told them, I was like, hey, I just decided to stop swearing. It seems like it'd be fun. And they kind of seemed a little put off by it, almost like they almost thought I'd turn into a snitch or something. Like, I'm not gonna snitch you guys out. I'm just trying a fun experiment to not use these words. And like, even people online that I talked to were like, "Why would you do that?" I'm just like, for fun. I don't know. I guess I'm weird that way. But I do think that the benefits outweigh the loss, if you understand me. Bigly. Because, like I said, I have to think of other words. Like right now I'm trying to think. I guess I'm kind of slow right now. But maybe take the time, maybe just take a day and just try not to, or even just, every time you do it, think about it. And stop just using descriptors like F and S, like that piece of F, that effing piece of S over there, you know. I just kind of decided to stop walking around calling everything a effing piece of So, and it helps. Not like I was doing it all the time every day, but you know what I mean? Like, just, even when, like, something frustrates me, like, I'm trying to run a screw into a window that I'm installing or something, and it, like, is fighting me, and it's like, I could exclaim profanity, or I could just, like, keep a cooler head. It helps me keep a cooler head. I think the profanity actually raises your blood pressure. It doesn't help. At least for me. I could still go on and have a fun conversation and just go ahead and drop the bombs all day, but like, I think that even just having it in my mind before I speak it in those situations makes it so it bleeds into when I am frustrated or ready to throw a tool, which I never do. But like, man, I'll tell you, like, sometimes the urge, you want to do it. Like, I never do it. It's weird. Like, there's maybe been I'm 41 years old. There's been a couple times in my life maybe that I've thrown a tool, for real. Maybe two. I've seen some guys that, like, every day you see them throwing something and just cussing up a storm. If you have that in your mind before you even pick up the tool, then you're possibly, or likely, I would say, to go ahead and do that throughout your day, every day, for the rest of your life. And I don't know, I just feel pretty good about not swearing so much anymore. And I'm not saying everybody else has to stop swearing. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody else. I'm just saying it works for me. And that's really an important part about it. I'm just saying it works for me. You guys, everybody else listening to this, some guys are better at it than me, I guess. You can swear it up and just still feel good. I mean, there's people, I've known a lot of guys that are really good at swearing. And I do, again, apologize for the road noise. But I do know some guys that are really good at swearing, and they still have a really good upbeat attitude, So, I just feel like it's a decent choice for me. And like I said, I still work it in my vocabulary when it's funny or when it's poignant. If I'm trying to make a point like I am here in this video, that, not video, audio, that it's kind of useless. Just, why do it? Why walk around saying that about everything all the time? You're living in a beautiful world, or a lot of us are. Some people aren't. I understand that. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm too privileged. I mean, I work for a living. I'm a blue-collar guy, but I know I could have it a lot worse. I mean, I know. I'm not trying to sound like I'm high on the horse here, like on a high horse. Maybe I'm just high. Maybe I should just wrap this video up. I think that's a pretty good closer anyway. So, don't forget to face to the screen and, like, share, subscribe. I don't even know I'm not even trying to make money on this video. I don't know why I said that. It's just, I just want people to see it, I guess, or just even think about what they do. Oh, anyway, I can't take the blindfold off yet. All right. Have a good weekend, everybody.